a good-sized river flowing through this landscape. And that river is going to have some smaller tributary streams like I'm drawing here. All right, so that's a pretty basic starting point. And let's say that some sort of geologic event is going to cause the larger river here to start carving deeper into the landscape. Now that could be many things. That could be actual uplift of the landscape. That could be a change in long-term weather patterns, so essentially a change in climate that made the river stronger and more able to cut into the rock. The list goes on, but one way or another, this river is carving a gorge into the landscape, and that gorge is going to be eating its way upstream. You've heard of Niagara Falls migrating upstream. That happens to very many systems. The big river, because of its size and its energy, it's going to be able to do this pretty quickly. And every time it passes the junction with one of these tributary streams, the tributary stream is going to have to step down to match the big river, and that tributary stream is going to start making its own little gorge. So now we've got our bedrock gorge, these steep gorges, almost little canyons, spreading out through the landscape and spreading away from the big river. They're not just interacting with different rock types. We'll say there's some rough mountains here in the background. We'll put another little mountain right there. And these mountains will have even smaller streams flowing down to meet the larger streams in the valleys, which in turn meet the big river. And it's trying to carve its own canyon down to an elevation to match the big river. Problem is, the big river has a lot more water, it's a lot stronger, and our little stream here is having to work a whole lot harder.